chosen one. Someone fell in love with you. Age will not stop what God ordained. My child, listen closely, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. And if you miss it, you may overlook a moment of destiny that I have been preparing for longer than you realize. Someone has quietly fallen in love with you, and this is not a careless feeling or a passing attraction. I have been working in hearts, arranging paths, and guiding steps in ways you could not see. Age, time, distance, and the opinions of others cannot cancel what I have written in heaven. If this word reaches your heart, write Amen in the comments. You have wondered if certain feelings around you were real or imagined. You sensed that someone looked at you differently, that someone carried a quiet warmth when they spoke your name. Yet doubt entered your mind because the world often measures love by numbers, by years, and by human expectations. But I do not build relationships according to human calendars. When I bring two hearts together, it is because I see deeper things that others cannot understand. I know your story. I know the lonely nights when you wondered if love would ever find you again, or perhaps find you for the first time. I saw the disappointment that tried to convince you that your season had passed. But I tell you now that your season has not passed. What I have prepared for you cannot be stopped by age, because love that I ordain is not limited by the passing of years. Someone has been watching your strength, your kindness, and your quiet faith. They have noticed how you continue to stand even when life has tested you. They have seen the way you carry compassion for others even when your own heart has needed healing. What you thought went unnoticed has been deeply seen, and in their heart a love began to grow. Before you continue listening, take a moment and gently press the like button on this video, because this small act helps spread encouragement and hope to others who may also need to hear what heaven is speaking today. You must understand something important. This connection did not begin in a random moment. Long before either of you realized it, I was already preparing the path. I was shaping experiences, teaching lessons, and strengthening your heart so that when this love arrived, you would be able to recognize its depth. The world may say it is unexpected, but nothing about this is unexpected to me. Sometimes the greatest love stories appear in seasons when people least expect them. The world says there is a perfect age for everything. The world says there are timelines that must be followed. But I am the author of life, and I write stories that go beyond human rules. What matters to me is the condition of the heart. You may wonder why this love feels so calm yet powerful at the same time. It is because it carries my peace. Love that comes from me does not rush in chaos. It grows quietly, patiently, and steadily until the moment is right for it to be revealed. The person who loves you may have struggled with their feelings at first. They may have questioned whether it was wise to open their heart. They may have wondered if circumstances would allow such a connection. Yet the more they tried to ignore what they felt, the stronger it became. This is because the affection placed inside them was not born from surface attraction alone. It was born from admiration for your spirit. They saw something in you that resonated with their own soul. And slowly, without announcement or plan, love began to take root. I tell you this so you will not reject what I am bringing because of fear or doubt. Too many people turn away from blessings because they do not look the way the world expects them to look. But the gifts I send are often wrapped in unexpected ways. Write 777 inches. The comments, if you believe that God can bring love into your life in ways you never expected. You have walked through seasons where you felt overlooked. There were moments when others failed to recognize your worth. Yet I was always working behind the scenes. Every experience was shaping you for the next chapter of your story. The love that is forming around you is not built on shallow admiration. It is built on respect for who you truly are. They see your resilience. They see the faith that carried you through storms. They see the kindness that flows from your heart, even when you have been hurt. And because of this, their love is not fragile. It is steady. It is thoughtful. It is sincere. You may still wonder how this could happen when time seems to have moved forward. But remember that I do not measure destiny by the same clock that humans watch. I see the beginning and the end at the same moment. I know exactly when two lives should cross paths in the right way. For some people, love arrives early. For others, it arrives later. But when I ordain something, it always arrives at the right moment for the purpose I have planned. This connection is not meant to rush or pressure you. Instead, it will unfold gently. You will notice small signs of care. You will see moments of sincerity that reveal the truth of their heart. And gradually, you will understand that what you are witnessing is something real. I want you to receive this with peace rather than fear. Do not allow the voice of doubt to tell you that your time for love has already passed. Love that comes from me is not limited by human expectations. Could the CIA actually be hiding a 7-second ritual capable of turning money problems into success? A confidential CIA finding reportedly reveals a special 7-second practice that activates brainwaves linked to attracting wealth. Supported by science and 4 elite laboratories, this simple ritual done at home is helping struggling people move toward dream lifestyles. But this page might not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased from the internet. The person whose heart has turned toward you has also walked through their own battles. They know what it feels like to hope and to be disappointed. They know what it means to trust and then be wounded. Because of this, their love is not careless or shallow. It is careful, respectful, and sincere because they understand the value of a heart that has endured. Many times they have watched you from a distance, observing the way you handle life. They noticed how you remained gentle even after difficult experiences. They saw your patience when others would have become bitter. These things spoke to them more loudly than any words ever could. Write 5 inches the comments if you believe that God is still writing beautiful chapters in your life. There were moments when they wondered if they should hide their feelings. They questioned whether it was wise to open their heart again. Fear tried to whisper that it was too late or too complicated. Yet the more they tried to ignore what they felt, the more their heart kept returning to you. This is because I have a way of guiding hearts toward each other when the connection carries purpose. It does not happen through pressure or force. It happens quietly, naturally, and steadily. Like a river finding its path, love that I ordain slowly finds its way. You may have sensed this change in small ways. Perhaps you noticed a look in their eyes that felt different from before. Perhaps you felt a gentle warmth in their words or actions. These were not accidents. They were glimpses of what has been growing within them. My child, I know you carry questions inside your heart. You may wonder if you are ready to receive love after everything you have endured. You may wonder if opening your heart again could lead to more disappointment. These thoughts are understandable, but I want you to remember something important. I am not leading you toward pain. I am leading you toward healing. The love forming around you is not meant to reopen wounds. It is meant to help restore the parts of your heart that once felt broken. True love does not erase the past, but it brings peace that allows the past to lose its power. This person sees your strength in ways that even you sometimes forget. They see the courage it took for you to keep moving forward when life became heavy. They see the goodness in you that has remained untouched by bitterness. What draws them to you is not perfection, it is authenticity. They feel peace when they are around you. Your presence brings them a sense of calm that they cannot easily explain. In a world full of noise and confusion, your spirit carries a quiet strength that speaks to their soul. This is why age will not stop what I have ordained. Humans often worry about numbers. They measure life by years and seasons. But love that I bring together is not built on numbers. It is built on connection, understanding, and purpose. Two hearts can meet at any stage of life and still experience something deeply meaningful. What matters is not how many years have passed. What matters is that the right hearts recognize each other at the right moment. And that moment is beginning to appear in your life now. Before this connection becomes fully clear, there will be moments of reflection. Both of you will think carefully about what lies ahead. This is not hesitation born from doubt, it is wisdom born from experience. Love that lasts is not rushed. It grows patiently, like a seed that slowly becomes a strong tree. You will notice that conversations between you may begin to carry deeper meaning. Simple moments will start to feel more significant. You may find yourselves sharing thoughts and experiences that you rarely share with others. These moments are part of the path I am guiding. Write 999 inches the comments if you trust that God can bring the right person into your life at the perfect time. You must also remember that love blessed by heaven is protected. It does not mean there will never be challenges. Every meaningful relationship faces moments of growth and learning. But when I am at the center, those challenges become opportunities to strengthen the bond. The person who loves you does not see your past as a burden. They see it as proof of your resilience. Every chapter of your life has shaped the person you are today, and that person is someone they deeply admire. You may not have expected that someone would look at you this way. Perhaps you believed that others only noticed your flaws or your mistakes. But the one whose heart is turning toward you sees beyond those things. They see your kindness when you help others without asking for recognition. They see the quiet faith you carry even during difficult times. They see the sincerity in your heart. These are the things that matter most. My child, I want you to release the fear that says you are too late for love. That voice does not come from me. I do not measure your worth by age, by past experiences, or by human expectations. When I write a story of love, it arrives exactly when it is meant to arrive. There are many people who believed their chance for love had passed, only to discover that their most beautiful chapter was still waiting ahead. What seemed like delay was actually preparation. Preparation of the heart, preparation of the mind, preparation of the soul. Both of you needed time to grow into the people you are today. If your paths had crossed earlier, the connection might not have been understood or appreciated. Now, however, the timing carries wisdom and maturity that allows something deeper to grow. You will not need to force anything. What is meant to develop will unfold naturally. The bond will become clearer with each passing moment. Pay attention to the peace that surrounds this connection. Peace is one of the ways I confirm that something is aligned with my purpose. When love carries peace instead of confusion, it is often a sign that heaven is involved. Why are so many people claiming that this CIA ritual transformed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked method connected to the CIA is said to be both powerful and effective. The short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping everyday people go from financial struggle to prosperity. Dream homes, new cars, and travel are becoming possible. But this video could disappear at any time. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. I am guiding your steps carefully. I am protecting your heart. And I am shaping a path that will lead you toward a future brighter than you imagined during your hardest days. Do not rush ahead with worry. Walk forward with trust. The love that is forming in your life is not an accident. It is part of a story that I have been writing with patience and care. Love that is guided by heaven does not appear in a loud and dramatic way at first. It often begins quietly, like the first light of morning before the sun rises. You may not immediately see the full brightness, but the warmth begins to spread slowly. This is how I often reveal the blessings I place in people's lives. I allow them to grow naturally so that the heart can recognize their true value. The person who loves you has spent time thinking about you more than you realize. They have reflected on your words, your kindness, and the way your presence affects them. At times they have tried to convince themselves that what they feel should remain hidden, yet each time they attempted to silence their heart, it returned again to the same place. Write 333 inches the comments if you believe that God can guide two hearts together at the right time. Their feelings are not based on temporary emotions. They have watched how you treat others when no one is expecting anything in return. They have seen the patience you show even when life becomes difficult. These things have spoken to their heart in a way that cannot easily be ignored. You may have thought that your struggles made you less worthy of love. Perhaps you believed that your past experiences made you difficult to understand. But the truth is that those very experiences have shaped the strength that others now admire in you. What you once thought were weaknesses have become signs of courage. This person does not look at you and see someone broken by life. They see someone who continued walking forward even when the road was difficult. They see someone whose faith remained alive when many others would have given up. My child, love that grows from admiration for your spirit carries a different kind of depth. It is not based on surface appearances or fleeting excitement. It is rooted in respect and appreciation for the person you truly are. This is why the connection you are beginning to experience feels different. There will be moments when both of you may pause and reflect on the situation. You may think about what others might say. You may consider the differences in age or life experience. But remember that the opinions of the world do not determine what I have ordained. The world often builds barriers where none truly exist. It creates rules that attempt to limit the possibilities of the heart. Yet, I am the one who created the human heart, and I know its capacity far better than any human understanding. When I bring two people together, it is because there is something meaningful that they can share with one another. Sometimes it is companionship, sometimes it is support through life's challenges, and sometimes it is a love that strengthens both hearts in ways they never expected. What is developing around you carries elements of all these things. You will begin to notice that this person respects your journey. They do not rush you or pressure you to move faster than your heart is ready. Instead, they offer patience and understanding. This is a sign of genuine care. True love does not demand immediate answers. It gives space for trust to grow. As the days pass, you may find yourselves sharing stories about your past, your dreams, and the lessons life has taught you. These conversations will help you understand each other more deeply. You will realize that many of the values you carry are similar. This is not coincidence. It is part of the harmony that allows two hearts to walk together in peace. Write 1111 in the comments if you trust that God is guiding your path, even when you cannot see the full picture. My child, I know that opening your heart again can feel frightening. You have experienced disappointment before, You have known moments when trust was broken. Those memories can make the heart cautious, but remember that healing often arrives through new experiences that restore hope. The love forming around you is not meant to repeat the pain of the past. It is meant to bring a sense of calm that allows your heart to breathe again. It will not erase everything you have experienced, but it will help you see that your story still carries beautiful chapters ahead. This person understands the importance of patience because they too have learned from life. They are not seeking something temporary or shallow. They are drawn to the sincerity they see in you. You may wonder why such a connection is appearing now rather than earlier in life. The answer is simple. Both of you needed time to grow into the people you are today. There were lessons that had to be learned. There were experiences that had to shape your understanding of love and trust. If this connection had appeared earlier, you might not have recognized its value. Now, however, you both carry wisdom that allows something deeper to develop. This is why age will not stop what I have ordained. The years that have passed are not obstacles. They are part of the preparation that allows this connection to stand on stronger ground. Each experience you have lived through has built a foundation of understanding. Is it really possible that a 7-second ritual could turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A study connected to a CIA leak introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it trains the mind to draw money toward you. People who once struggled financially are now living their dream lifestyles with luxury homes, vehicles, and travel. But this information might not remain online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. Love that grows from such a foundation can become something truly meaningful. My child, I want you to approach this unfolding chapter with peace rather than fear. Allow yourself to observe how this connection develops naturally. Pay attention to the kindness and respect that appear in your interactions. These small moments will reveal the sincerity of what is growing. Do not rush ahead with worry about what others may think. Your life is not guided by the expectations of the world. It is guided by the purpose I place within your heart. The love that is beginning to take shape is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to remind you that you are worthy of being seen and cherished. You have carried strength through seasons that were difficult. You continued believing even when hope felt distant. Those acts of faith did not go unnoticed. I see every moment of your journey. And now, as this new chapter slowly unfolds, you will begin to understand that some blessings arrive quietly after long seasons of waiting. As this chapter continues to unfold, my child, you will begin to notice something deeper happening within your own heart. At first, you may try to dismiss the feelings that arise. You may tell yourself to remain cautious, to stay guarded, to avoid hoping for too much. Yet even as you try to protect your heart, a quiet warmth will begin to grow inside you. This warmth is not confusion. It is recognition. There is something powerful that happens when two hearts begin to understand each other without forcing the connection. You will find that conversations with this person carry a sense of ease. Words flow naturally. Silence does not feel uncomfortable. Instead, it feels peaceful, like two souls resting in the same quiet space. This is one of the signs that a connection is growing under my guidance. Love that I bless does not feel like pressure. It feels like peace. You will also notice that this person treats you with a level of care that surprises you. They will listen when you speak, not simply waiting for their turn to talk, but genuinely hearing your thoughts. They will remember the small details you share. These things may seem simple, yet they reveal a sincere heart. Write 10 inches the comments if you believe that God can bring the right love into your life at the perfect moment. My child, there were times in your life when you felt invisible to others. You gave kindness and loyalty, yet it was not always returned in the same way. Those experiences made you question whether anyone would ever truly see the depth of who you are. But the one whose heart is turning toward you sees those depths clearly. They notice the patience you show when helping others. They see the compassion that flows from your heart even when you are tired. They recognize the quiet strength that carried you through storms that many people never knew about. To them, these qualities are not ordinary. They are the very reasons their heart began to care for you. There were nights when they found themselves thinking about your words long after conversations had ended. They replayed moments in their mind, wondering how such a connection had grown so naturally. They tried to understand why your presence brought them such calm. Eventually they realized that what they were feeling was not simply friendship, it had become love. Yet, even as they recognized this truth, they hesitated, not because their feelings were weak, but because they respected you. They did not want to rush forward in a way that might cause discomfort or confusion. This hesitation was born from care. They have prayed quietly for guidance. They have asked for wisdom about how to approach this connection with honesty and respect. Their desire is not to create pressure, but to allow the truth of their heart to be seen at the right time. And that time is slowly approaching. Write 15 inches, the comments, if you trust that God is guiding every step of your life. You may still wonder why such a connection would appear now, especially if you believed that the opportunity for love had already passed. The world often convinces people that there is a narrow window for happiness. It teaches that certain blessings must arrive at specific ages or not at all. But my plans are not limited by the expectations of the world. I see the entire journey of your life from beginning to end. I know when your heart is ready to receive something meaningful. I know when another heart has grown strong enough to care for you in the way you deserve. The timing of love is not random. It is guided by wisdom that sees beyond what humans can understand. In your earlier years, there were lessons that needed to be learned. There were moments of growth that shaped your character. There were experiences that taught you what genuine love should look like. Those experiences were not punishments, they were preparation. Without them, you might not have recognized the value of what is appearing in your life now. My child, the love that is forming between you and this person is not built on illusions, it is built on understanding. Both of you have seen enough of life to know the difference between shallow attraction and sincere connection. This awareness gives your relationship the chance to grow on steady ground. There will be moments ahead when your hearts begin to open more fully. You will speak about hopes that you once kept hidden. You will share fears that you rarely reveal. Through these conversations, you will discover how deeply your lives can support one another. This is the beauty of love guided by purpose. It strengthens both hearts. It brings peace where there was once uncertainty. It reminds you that your story still holds wonderful possibilities. You may hear voices around you that question what is happening. Some people may not understand the connection that is growing. They may focus on differences in age or circumstance. What is the real story behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that helps ordinary people eliminate debt and attract major wealth. With support from 4 neuroscience labs, this simple method practiced at home is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government may remove this information at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. But remember that people often judge what they cannot fully see. They do not know the quiet prayers that led you both here. They do not know the lessons that prepared your hearts. They do not know the peace that flows through this connection. What matters most is the sincerity between you. My child, I want you to approach this unfolding relationship with patience and gratitude. Allow it to grow naturally. Continue being the person whose kindness and strength first touched this other heart. You do not need to become someone different to deserve love. You are already worthy. The love that is developing around you is not asking you to change who you are. It is drawn to the very qualities that make you unique. In time, you will see more clearly how this connection fits into the larger story of your life. You will recognize that moments which once felt ordinary were actually leading you toward this chapter. Every step of your journey has been watched with care. Every tear you shed during difficult seasons was seen. Every act of faith when hope seemed distant was noticed. And now, as love quietly grows where you least expected it, you will begin to understand that some blessings arrive after long seasons of waiting. Do not rush this moment. Allow your heart to experience the peace that comes when two souls recognize each other under my guidance. Chosen ones, you are about to receive a power so dangerous, God had to train you first. Listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal explains everything you have been through. I allowed you to walk through trials that others could not survive, because the power I am placing inside your life cannot be given to an unprepared heart. This power is not dangerous because it is evil. It is dangerous because it is strong enough to shift destinies, break chains, and expose darkness wherever it hides. If you leave now, you may miss the moment when you finally understand why your life has felt like training for something greater than yourself. What you call suffering was not punishment, it was preparation. Every lonely night, every betrayal, every moment when you felt misunderstood was shaping your spirit to carry something rare and powerful. I could not place this authority in your hands while your heart was still fragile. The weight of what is coming requires strength that only hardship could build. If you believe that I have been guiding your life even when you could not see it, comment, Amen. You must understand this clearly. Many people ask me for power, influence, and spiritual authority, but they do not realize the responsibility that comes with it. Power without discipline destroys the person who holds it. That is why I walked you through seasons where you had to learn patience, humility, and restraint before anything else. There were moments when you wondered why doors closed again and again. You prayed for opportunities and watched them disappear right in front of you. You thought I had forgotten you, but I was protecting the future I placed inside you. Some doors had to remain closed because you were not meant to use your power in the wrong environment. The authority you are about to receive is the ability to stand firm when chaos surrounds you. It is the strength to speak truth when others remain silent. It is the courage to carry light into places that fear has controlled for years. When this power begins to operate through you, people will feel peace around you without knowing why. This is why your training took so long. I was not simply preparing your circumstances, I was shaping your spirit. I was removing pride, softening anger, and teaching you how to hear my voice above the noise of the world. Some people around you thought your quiet seasons meant failure. They looked at your life and assumed nothing was happening. But while they were watching the surface, I was working in the depths of your heart. The transformation happening inside you was more important than any visible success. If you trust that I have been guiding every step of your life, comment 333. The power I am preparing to release through you will not look like the power the world celebrates. It will not always come with applause or recognition. Instead, it will appear in moments when your presence changes the atmosphere of a room. It will show itself when someone who was drowning in despair suddenly finds hope after speaking with you. You will begin to notice something unusual. Situations that once overwhelmed you will no longer have the same effect. Problems that once felt impossible will start to move out of your path. This is not coincidence. It is the result of the strength I have been building inside you. Before this power can fully manifest, your heart must remain anchored in humility. The moment pride enters, power begins to fade. That is why I trained you in seasons where you had to remain unseen. You learned how to stand strong even when no one applauded your faith. Within the first few steps of this new season, something inside you will begin to awaken. It will feel like clarity returning to your spirit. Confusion that once clouded your thinking will start to disappear. You will recognize my guidance faster than ever before. Take a moment right now. If this speaks to your spirit, take a second to like the video as a simple act of agreement with the path I am revealing in your life. You may not fully understand it yet, but the years you thought were wasted were actually the foundation for everything that is coming next. The patience you learned in silence will become your strength in moments of pressure. The compassion you gained through pain will become the bridge that allows others to trust you. This is the power that required training. It is the ability to carry light without becoming proud of it. It is the strength to confront darkness without becoming consumed by it. It is the wisdom to know when to speak and when to remain still. There will be moments soon when you look back at your life and suddenly everything will make sense. The confusion, the waiting, the moments when you felt like giving up will form a clear picture. You will realize that none of it was random. I was shaping a vessel strong enough to hold what I am about to release, because the truth is this: the power coming into your life is not simply for your own blessing. It is meant to change the lives of people who are still trapped in fear and hopelessness. When they encounter you, they will encounter the peace I have planted within your spirit. For a long time, you believed you were simply enduring life. You thought you were surviving storms that had no purpose. But what you did not realize was that every storm was strengthening your spiritual foundation. The pressure you felt was shaping your endurance so that the authority I am giving you would not break you when it arrives. Power without maturity creates destruction. That is why I never rushed your process. I watched every step of your journey carefully. I allowed certain battles because they revealed what still needed healing inside your heart. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. There were moments when anger tried to settle inside you. You felt the sting of betrayal from people you trusted deeply. Some spoke against you when you had done nothing wrong. Others walked away when you needed support the most. But I did not allow those wounds to define you. Instead, I used those experiences to teach you something rare. I showed you how to keep your heart open even when it had reasons to close. I taught you that real strength is not the ability to hurt others back. Real strength is the ability to remain steady when the world around you becomes unstable. This is why the power coming to you required careful preparation. You are not receiving the kind of power that seeks attention. The authority I am placing in your life will operate quietly, but powerfully. It will reveal itself through wisdom, peace, and discernment. When confusion surrounds others, clarity will come naturally to you. Many people will not understand why they feel drawn to you. They will simply know that something about your presence brings calm into their lives. This is the result of the training you endured. Every hardship carved space inside your spirit for my light to dwell more deeply. If you believe that your struggles were preparing you for something greater, comment 222. There is another reason I had to train you before releasing this power. The world you are stepping into is filled with distractions. Many voices compete for attention, each promising success and recognition. But the authority I am giving you cannot be influenced by noise. You had to learn how to stand alone. Those lonely seasons you experienced were not meant to isolate you forever. They were designed to strengthen your connection with me. When human approval disappeared, you began to discover the value of my guidance. When familiar support faded, you learned how to depend on my presence. This is why you are stronger than you realize right now. Many people crumble when pressure arrives because they have never practiced standing firm, but you have been standing in difficult places for years. You learned how to keep moving forward even when no one understood your journey. That endurance is now becoming your advantage. Soon, you will begin to notice something unexpected. Situations that once required great effort will begin to shift with less struggle. Opportunities will appear that feel aligned with your spirit rather than forced by pressure. The path ahead will start to open in ways that feel guided rather than chaotic. This is not luck. It is the result of the preparation that has been unfolding in your life for a long time. The power I am placing within you carries responsibility. It will give you the ability to influence environments, encourage broken hearts, and bring clarity where confusion once lived. But this power must always remain connected to humility and compassion. Remember the seasons when you felt small and unseen. Those memories will protect you from pride when people begin to recognize the strength you carry. The humility you learned in quiet places will keep your heart grounded even as your influence grows. There will also be moments when you question whether you are truly ready. That doubt may appear suddenly when new opportunities arrive. You may look at the path in front of you and wonder if you have the strength to walk it. When that moment comes, remember this truth. I would never place something in your hands that your spirit was not prepared to carry. Every lesson you learned, every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered in the darkness has built the foundation for what lies ahead. The strength you developed during those silent battles will support you when responsibility increases. You are not stepping into this season alone. My presence has walked beside you through every difficult chapter. When you felt abandoned, I was still guiding your steps. When you thought your efforts were unnoticed, I was recording every act of faithfulness. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments when you almost gave up became part of your training. Those moments revealed the resilience hidden deep within your heart. They showed you that your spirit could rise again, even after disappointment tried to silence you. This resilience is one of the most powerful parts of what you are receiving. There will be people who encounter your life during their lowest moments. They will feel lost and unsure about their future. When they speak with you, they will sense a calm strength that they cannot explain. That strength will not come from perfect circumstances. It will come from the battles you survived. Because you walked through pain without losing your faith, you will now carry the ability to strengthen others who are walking through similar darkness. Your experience will become a source of light for people who feel like they are standing at the edge of despair. This is how the power I trained you for will begin to reveal itself. Not through loud displays of influence, but through quiet transformation in the lives around you. One conversation will bring hope. One act of kindness will change someone's direction. One moment of wisdom will prevent another person from falling into despair. These small moments will add up to something powerful. Over time, you will realize that your presence carries an atmosphere of peace that shifts environments. Tension will soften when you enter a room. Fear will lose its grip when your voice speaks calm truth into chaotic situations. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. This is the authority you were trained to carry. If you trust that the strength inside you has been shaped by divine guidance, comment 777. There is still more unfolding ahead. The power you are receiving will continue growing as you remain connected to the path I placed before you. Each step forward will reveal new layers of wisdom, compassion, and understanding. You are beginning to understand something now that once seemed impossible to see. The struggles you walked through were not random storms scattered across your life. They were carefully placed, moments of shaping, like fire strengthening metal until it becomes unbreakable. I watched every step, every tear, every silent prayer that left your heart when no one else was around to hear it. What you thought was abandonment was actually protection, and what you thought was delay was the slow building of something powerful inside you. The power you are about to carry is not simply the ability to overcome your own challenges. It is the strength to remain calm when others panic. It is the ability to recognize truth when deception surrounds you. It is the quiet authority to stand firm even when pressure tries to bend your spirit. This power is dangerous because it cannot be controlled by fear, and it cannot be manipulated by the expectations of the world. That is why I trained you through moments that seemed unfair. Some doors closed suddenly without explanation. Opportunities that once seemed certain disappeared right before your eyes. You stood there wondering why progress felt so slow, why your path looked different from the paths of others around you. What you did not see was the protection happening behind the scenes. Certain places could not hold the power I placed inside your future. Certain environments would have corrupted the purpose I designed for you, so I redirected your steps, even when it confused you. I allowed you to wait, even when your patience felt stretched beyond its limit. Because the strength I am giving you requires clarity of heart. A heart driven by pride cannot carry this authority. A spirit filled with bitterness cannot use this power wisely. So before anything else could happen, I needed your heart to be softened by experience and strengthened by humility. The loneliness you felt was part of that shaping. There were nights when silence filled your surroundings, and you wondered if anyone truly understood your journey. You watched people celebrate milestones while you felt like you were standing still. But during those quiet seasons, I was building something deep within you that applause could never create. I was teaching you how to remain steady without recognition. That lesson is more valuable than you realize, because when the power you carry begins to reveal itself, recognition will follow. People will begin to notice the strength in your voice, the clarity in your decisions, the calm presence you bring into situations that once felt overwhelming. But the quiet lessons you learn during hidden seasons will protect your spirit. They will remind you that influence is not the goal. The purpose is transformation. The purpose is helping others rise when they feel like falling. The purpose is standing as a light in places where darkness has controlled the atmosphere for far too long. If you believe that your journey has been guided even when it was difficult, comment 555. The power you are receiving will not always appear dramatic. In fact, most of the time, it will work quietly through simple actions and words. You will notice that your perspective has changed. Situations that once caused frustration will now appear as opportunities to bring peace. When people speak with anger around you, you will feel a different response rising inside your spirit. Instead of reacting with the same intensity, you will feel patience guiding your words. Instead of responding with fear, you will sense clarity forming in your mind. This is part of the authority I trained you to carry. You will also begin to notice something deeper happening inside your intuition. You will sense truth more quickly. Situations that once confused you will now reveal their deeper meaning. You will recognize when someone needs encouragement even before they speak about their struggles. This awareness is not coincidence. It is the result of every lesson you endured. Every time disappointment tested your faith, you were learning empathy. Every time confusion surrounded you, you were learning to seek wisdom beyond appearances. Every time fear tried to enter your mind, you were discovering the quiet strength that exists when you remain connected to me. These lessons created the foundation for the power you are stepping into now. But listen carefully to this truth. Power is never meant to separate you from others. The authority I am placing in your life will not elevate you above people. Instead, it will allow you to lift others higher than they believed possible. Your words will carry encouragement where hopelessness once lived. Your actions will demonstrate patience in situations where frustration used to dominate. Your presence will remind people that peace still exists even in difficult times. This is why I trained you through experiences that shaped your compassion. You now understand pain in a way that allows you to recognize it in others. You understand disappointment in a way that allows you to comfort someone who feels like giving up. You understand loneliness in a way that allows you to stand beside someone who believes they are forgotten. These qualities are not weaknesses. They are part of the strength I built inside you. The power you carry will grow as you continue walking with humility and trust. Each time you choose kindness instead of anger, that power deepens. Each time you choose patience instead of frustration, that authority becomes stronger. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. You may not always notice the impact you are making, but the lives around you will begin to change in quiet and meaningful ways. Someone who once felt hopeless will begin to believe again after speaking with you. Someone who once carried fear will begin to feel courage rising inside their heart because of your encouragement. These changes will ripple outward farther than you can imagine. What begins as one small moment of light will become a chain of transformation that touches many lives. If you trust that the strength growing inside you is part of a greater purpose, comment 999. There will still be challenges ahead. The journey of carrying this power does not remove every difficulty from your path, But what will change is how you walk through those moments. Fear will no longer control your decisions. Confusion will no longer silence your voice. The resilience you developed through training will allow you to stand firm even when circumstances feel uncertain. You will begin to recognize something important about your story. The very struggles you once wished to escape have become the reason you are strong enough to help others escape theirs. Your past has become preparation. Your pain has become wisdom. Your endurance has become authority. And the power you are about to fully step into will continue revealing itself with every step you take forward. You must understand something important now. The power you are receiving is not loud, and it does not seek attention. It is steady, calm, and deeply rooted in truth. When it begins to move through your life, people will notice something different about you, even if they cannot explain it. They will sense peace in situations where chaos used to live. They will see courage in moments where fear normally takes control. They will witness clarity in circumstances that once seemed confusing and overwhelming. This is the strength that had to be trained before it could be trusted in your hands. There were seasons when you felt like giving up. You carried questions in your heart that had no immediate answers. You wondered if your faith was being ignored, if your efforts were invisible, if your prayers were simply disappearing into silence. But nothing was wasted. Every prayer you whispered was heard. Every moment you chose hope instead of despair strengthened your spirit. Every time you refused to surrender to bitterness, even when pain tried to convince you otherwise, you were becoming stronger than you realized. You were learning how to hold light without letting darkness define you. This lesson is rare. Many people lose their sense of peace when life becomes difficult. They allow disappointment to harden their hearts. They allow frustration to control their words. But you were being trained to carry something different. You were being trained to remain steady. That steadiness is now becoming your power. There will be moments soon when you notice that your perspective has changed. Situations that once made you anxious will no longer feel as overwhelming. Challenges that once drained your energy will now feel manageable. It will seem as though a quiet strength has settled inside you. That strength is the result of your preparation. You endured storms that forced you to grow beyond comfort. You faced uncertainty that taught you how to trust beyond what your eyes could see. You carried burdens that developed patience deeper than most people ever experience. All of this formed the foundation for what is coming next. The authority you carry will begin to influence the lives around you in subtle ways. When someone speaks with you during a moment of confusion, your words will bring clarity. When someone feels overwhelmed by fear, your calm presence will help them breathe again. These changes will not always feel dramatic to you. Sometimes they will appear as small moments that pass quietly. But those small moments will have lasting impact on the people who experience them. Because the power I trained you for works through compassion. It works through patience. It works through wisdom that is rooted in understanding rather than pride. This is why your heart had to be prepared first. If power had arrived before compassion, you might have used it to prove your strength rather than uplift others. If authority had arrived before humility, recognition might have distracted you from your purpose. So I allowed time to shape your character. I allowed experiences to soften your perspective. I allowed patience to grow where impatience once tried to take control. Now those lessons are becoming the quiet strength that defines you. If you believe your heart has been shaped by the experiences you survived, comment 1010. There will also be moments when people misunderstand the strength you carry. Some may assume your calmness means weakness. Others may think your patience means hesitation. But what they do not see is the depth of wisdom guiding your choices. You have learned that not every battle deserves your energy. You have learned that silence can be stronger than reaction. You have learned that true power often appears through restraint rather than force. These lessons will continue protecting your spirit as your influence grows, because influence will grow. As time moves forward, more people will notice the strength within you. Some will seek your guidance, others will simply feel encouraged by your presence. They may not know the full story of what you endured to reach this point, but they will feel the impact of the strength you now carry, and that impact will continue spreading. The encouragement you offer one person will help them encourage another. The wisdom you share during one difficult moment will guide someone through a challenge they thought was impossible to overcome. This is how the power you carry will expand beyond your own life. It will ripple outward through countless small moments of kindness, clarity, and courage. Never underestimate the significance of those moments. A single word of encouragement can change the direction of someone's day. A quiet act of patience can restore hope in a heart that felt completely defeated. A calm presence in the middle of chaos can remind people that peace still exists. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 7-second brain ritual? A major CIA leak has exposed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people clear debt and welcome wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning financial struggles into better lives. New homes, vehicles, and vacations are becoming possible. But this secret could be pulled down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. These are not small things. They are powerful expressions of the strength you were trained to carry. As this season continues unfolding, you will begin to recognize something even deeper about your journey. The training that once felt exhausting will start to feel meaningful. The patience that once felt like delay will begin to look like protection. You will see how each difficult moment contributed to the person you have become, and you will realize that the strength inside you is not something that can easily be shaken, because it was built through real experience. It was shaped through moments that tested your faith and stretched your endurance. It was strengthened through times when hope seemed fragile, but you held onto it anyway. That kind of strength cannot be taken away by temporary challenges. It remains steady because it was formed through perseverance. If you trust that the strength inside you was shaped for a greater purpose, comment 1515. The path ahead will continue, revealing new opportunities to use the power you carry.